Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kurocon the Mahjong Finals. Um, I I'm Mari.
Not
I've, I've
sorry.
been playing mahjong for about 2 years, and I'm very excited to commentate the mahjong finals for Kurocon.
Yeah, we've definitely got a lot of good stuff in store for you today. I'm Shinky. I've been playing Mahjong for a while. I don't know how long now. But I did a bit of commentary for Anime Evo, and I heard there was an opportunity to commentate at this Kurocon. So I am also here to give my thoughts and opinions on things, and I think we're going to have a good finals for you today.
So yeah, let's take a look at the brackets.
Yeah, so like I said, a lot of interesting stuff has been happening throughout the games. Most of the action I saw was in the semifinals, though, and I got to see quite a bit of good stuff from a lot of the semifinalists. So particularly, I got to see a really close round in the finals of Fudgy Waffles and Bitmap's game, where there was a really close hand that kind of brought it all together. And I also got to see Bogle do some really consistent, good, fast hands. So I think we're going to see a lot of very fast but balanced play from these players. I think any one of them could take it because I've seen a lot of good things from all four of these finalists.
Definitely good players, all four.
Yeah, definitely very strong. I think we're in for a treat to see how Fudgy Waffles, Bitmap, Bogle, and Alwido do in this final table.
For sure.
Okay, so...
All right, so I guess we can just start the matches.
Yeah, let's go ahead and see what we've got in store.
So it is these two, and Aloido is in Ricci.
Oh, they're cutting straight in here. Okay, so what we've got here, we've got a pretty good Ricci from Aloido here, even though it's only for a 6-mon in the middle. Being the first person to Ricci is usually a pretty good advantage, but Fudgy Waffles might have a chance to strike back here. So,
and since the dealer is at a disadvantage, he does want to push, but it is still scary for him to push against the Ricci.
Yeah, it's very hard to be aggressive when you're also in last place, because it's a scary place to be, you know?
Oh, Bitmap gets an opportunity to Ricci and goes for it. And immediately gets the run.
That immediate reward is such a good feeling.
Yeah, definitely paid off for him to chase that Ricci.
Yeah, that's a good chase for sure. And that flattens it out for them. So that gives Bitmap the opportunity to try and capitalize on continuing their dealer turn.
For sure, and they also start with a pretty good hand. Good opportunity to go for maybe a single suit or triple up on the dragons.
Yeah, it looks like with that discard, they're definitely they're seeing the bamboo forest, and they might be missing the chanta trees here.
For sure.
But I think it's a good choice, especially as dealer. The moment Aloido discards that red dragon, they're going to be in a pretty good position, honestly.
Wow, but Aloido's also got a pretty scary hand. And Fudgy Waffles pawns the green dragon to start with some offense. A very quick hand in the making.
Yeah, it could be that Bitmap and Aloido, they both go for their big hands, and Fudgy Waffles might be able to close it out first.
And he does have that Dora, adding some value to his dragon-only hand.
Yeah, oh, that's a nice 3-so draw there. That's really important to fill in shapes like that.
Nothing too exciting going on over at Bogle's hand, but Bitmap does get the red dragon triplet.
Yeah, so it looks like right now, Aloido is actually one away. They're very close to like pretty much any Manzu tile they call or draw will put them into Tempai. Yeah, there we go. They call the 9-mon, and now they're in a 2/5/8-mon 3-way wait, which is very scary.
Very scary. That does dodge Aluido's hand from Bitmap's perspective, but at any point, someone could discard the tile he needs, and that would be a massive landmine.
Yeah.
But
it looks like Fudgy Waffles paired up on the Dora. And Bitmap also draws into Tempai.
Oh, and he actually takes it.
He actually got the best possible tile, because the 7 lets him also get the pure straight.
Wow.
That's amazing. I would not have expected that to happen.
Wow, yeah, very crazy. So Bitmap does draw a few completed shapes, and a lot of stuff is either central or connected, but does draw a few honors as well.
Yeah, it's something that definitely can come together for Bitmap very quickly, but it depends whether any other player will give them the time to do it. Okay, so it looks like a lot of things have changed,
Yeah.
but we made it to the end.
Aluido did go for a Ricci. Bitmap had 2 doors in hand, but it ended in exhaustive draw. So
yeah, I wonder about whether well, I guess because of the point situation, Bogle kind of needed to do the Ricci there.
For sure. Aluido does start with a lot of honors on his hand.
Yes. Aluido has an interesting position. A lot of honors. Could go a few different ways. But Bogle's hand, if only they had accepted the possibility that it didn't have to be single suit, they could have used that 7, 8, 9 so in their hand. That could have been very nice.
For sure. Aluido decides not to cheat the 1-mon. Very interesting choice. He does not want to open his hand, wants to go for more value.
Yeah, I don't blame wanting more value. But yeah, the person who's not worried about value right now is Fudgy Waffles with 3 of the Dora in their hand.
Yeah, definitely with those 3 Doras. Oh, he does have a 9, so he cannot go for the All Simples hand, which would be a very quick, expensive hand, but he could speed it up very soon.
Yeah, pretty much all Fudgy Waffles needs is to draw back in somewhere near that Dora tile, just so that they aren't Furiten from the 8-mon that they discarded earlier. But if they can manage to do that, then I think they will be Fudgy Waffles will be in a good position to try and win the hand.
Yeah, it seems like Aluido has held on to these honors for too long, and now it's very scary for him to discard, which is a shame because he is the dealer. He would like to win this hand, but he also cannot afford to deal in the red dragon.
Yes. Okay, so Fudgy Waffles Ricci's on the non-Fruity 10 weight. Irene, how do you feel about this?
It is, a single tile weight, but it is possible. And if he does get it, then it would be a massive hand that would put him at a very comfortable spot. Oh, and he does get it! Wow.
Wow, that is not what I expected.
Yeah, I actually did not expect that. Yeah, he does get the Mangan.
It's definitely a good way to come back up into a good position, because that was the hand that you would cry if you didn't win it, just because of how established it was already. It just looks so good, and you kind of want it. You just really want it, So now Bogle really has their work cut out for them.
Yeah. So yeah, Bogle really is just forced to go. Like, he has to make something happen here. He has to either get a big hand to get that 1.5 multiplier from being the dealer, or just chain as many quick wins as he can.
Yeah, I feel like with the way, for example, Aluido's hand is looking, Bogle might not have time to try and make something bigger come together.
Yeah. Yeah, because his hand is not looking particularly particularly big or particularly ready, so he just kind of has to go for whatever he can get.
Yeah, it's definitely true. But Bogle at least has a shot at getting the pure straight now. So it's looking not as bad as it was before, but it's still kind of difficult.
Especially since Aluido already tripled up on the white dragons, and they could get not only a fast hand but also a very scary hand, as he does have the red dragon to complete the small 3 dragons and even emotes.
It's a powerful emote.
Powerful emote.
Definitely. But I feel like that might be showing their hand a little too soon. Even though they have the red dragon in their hand, it's still very, very unlikely that they will actually take a step back from being like Tenpai with their hand just to go for the red dragon.
Yeah, I personally would not, but it is always possible for him to draw it.
That is true. It is still out there. We might see it. Let's see. We haven't talked about the other players too much. So it looks like Bitmap, they don't have too much going on right now. They're kind of trying, they have to be a little more cautious just because they're right next to Albedo, who has the 2 dragon pawns already.
Mm-hmm.
And Fudgy Waffles makes the call on 2-pin to try and speed things up a little bit. It might work. We'll see.
He draws the 4-pin. It doesn't particularly help him, but it does. He does feed into Fuji Waffle's hand. He's trying to speed up as much as he can.
Yeah. It looks like Bitmap's starting to play a little more defensively now. I think they're going to break that 9-so triplet rather than try and continue playing the hand, even though they're fairly close to Tenpai.
Yeah. I guess he just feels very threatened seeing those.
Yeah.
Especially after that discard, they know.
Yeah, I don't blame him. It's difficult.
Yeah, all triplets half flush with 2 dragons would be a very scary hand that you don't want to pay.
Unfortunate.
Wow, yeah, that is very tragic. They could have went for it.
They could have went for it. Once they got the win.
But yeah, they got it anyways. And they actually got it off of the leading player, right?
Yes. I think Fudgy Waffles was in the lead. It's a shame that Bogle broke up too many pairs in their hands. They could have been Tenpai in a different shape, potentially, but the tiles didn't just work out. Yeah. So Fudgy Waffles, yeah.
Has a potential of a mixed triple sequence in his hand. A very nice seed for it.
Yeah. It's pretty close.
Aluida does have the triple of the same wind. Oh, okay, so Fudgy Waffles did end up going for not the Sanchoku?
Yeah, they went for just a regular closed hand. They choose to Dama this Tanyao. I don't know whether it's a good idea to Dama this Tanyao or not. I think this is exactly the kind of hand where you can take a lead and try to run with it. But Aluvido's getting close too.
Yeah. But I guess in hindsight, it sort of works because it seems like the 7s are all taken.
True, yeah. Oh, but Bogle has a very strong hand right now. If they get the right tile, that could go all the way up to 12,000 points.
Oh yeah, that is true. Depending on the way they win. Because if someone discards the 3 of circles, they would get the mixed triple sequence bonus, which is worth 2 Han. It would really boost this hand's value.
Yeah, and it's pretty available. There's only 3 of circles over in Aluido's hand right now. The other 2 are still in the wall. Yeah, I wonder if someone is going to try and discard the 7.
Ooh. That's unfortunate, but luckily for him, it's not worth that much. It would have been worth a lot more with the Ricci.
Yeah, there was definitely the chance for some Urodora magic there.
Mhm.
That could have potentially ended the game.
All right.
So this is Fudgy Waffle's chance right now to actually just try and win this game right here. Unfortunately, the hand's not very good, but you know, gotta try, right?
Okay, so it looks like Bogo is in Tempai for all triplets.
It's a pretty good all triplets, honestly. With I think with all of the extra, actually, yeah, it's good because it's using up so many of Bitmap's winning tiles. In fact, Bitmap's hand is actually dead, but he can't see it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's a race to see whether Bogle or Aluido. Ooh.
Ooh, okay, so that discard allows Fudgy Waffles to get into a ready hand state. Oh. And Aluido just takes it with the sumo.
Nice sumo. Gets a little bit of extra points for the sumo. That actually makes a pretty big difference when the points are this close, but yeah.
All right, so Bogo is in a very tight spot. He has to push any hand he can have, and it's very likely he'll push for a close hand here with these two Dora and try to make a big hand.
Yeah.
And he did triple up on the Dora.
Yeah, I guess it remains to be seen whether Bogle's going to actually commit to keeping this hand closed or not.
There's 4 of them. Goes for the close con. His hand is still considered closed, and he has 4 Dora.
That is a pretty crazy situation. Honestly, it's too bad that all of the 4-mon and 6-mon are in Fudgy Waffles and Bitmap's hand. So. Actually, this is a very awkward position. Fudgy Waffles and Bogle's winning tiles are both completely locked up in other players' hands right now. But
that is true.
But if Fudgy Waffles changes their weight, oh, they didn't change it. That's unfortunate.
Because if you can't see it, it's very hard to actually think about those things, right? Like switching your weight, it's not logically. It doesn't logically make much sense to do that.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So we see now, Bogle chooses to keep same weight, same tiles. It looks like Aluido's gonna. Okay, yeah, Aluido draws the tile. Because there was no real other possible outcome here, because everyone else was kind of in gridlock, so to speak. So you kind of expect this shift to happen. All
right, so now Aluido is in first place right now, and he has the dealership. So if he does get a nice sumo, it would be enough to knock Bogo out.
Yeah, but Bogle really doesn't want to let that happen, so they're going to take, I think, every tile they can take. And there we go. Yeah, we see them forcing a single suit hand, plain as day, but that's what they have to do.
Yeah. Bitmap's hand's not looking particularly impressive or close.
Yeah, there's a possibility that it could be single suit. But that third east isn't actually as helpful as it looks, just because what you want with hands like this is to try and draw something that will allow you to connect in more ways. You don't want like a group to come together. Like drawing a north or something like that would be way better than drawing the third east. But
He
the
did
Sozu
draw
are
the
still
5. Yeah, he did draw the 5 of bamboo. And Aloito does decide to triple up on the dragon to get a faster hand going.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I feel kind of bad for Fudgy Waffles because their hand hasn't really moved that much. They haven't drawn anything useful. And, you know, it really depends, you know. Can Fudgy Waffles draw the 3 of dots? Can Fudgy Waffles make a pair somewhere else? Okay. They draw the pair. So now we just have to see what comes first.
If they do get the 3 of dots, it would make for a very nice... Oh! He
Look
does
at
indeed
that.
draw it. And it's a very nice Bingfu hand.
So I think Fudgy Waffles might have panicked a little bit here. I don't know whether this Richu was actually necessary or not. I would have tried not doing it, just in the hopes that someone else might deal into it. Because I've seen a lot of defensive play from people. Oh, but
Oh, he
Fudgy Waffles
tsumo's
gets
it.
And that's going to be it right there.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
1つもピンフイーペイコードラ2
Yeah, and with that Hanuman, it is enough to put him in first and simultaneously knock out Bogo.
Yeah, that's a shame because that was Bogle's best shot at making something happen. Oh, but we have no bust. Okay, never mind.
We have no bust, so Bogo still has a chance of making something happen. It's not ideal situation, but he is the last dealer.
The game does not end until the last dealer does their thing, you know. So Bogle's hand progressed pretty nicely here. It could be closed with 2 Dora, but I feel like they kind of have to call. Oh, they don't. They don't call.
They're hoping for maximum points.
But do they have time? I don't know whether they have time or not, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well, because 2 players have called. And that would be the perfect tile. It would fit very nicely in his hand. It would put him into Tenpai.
Yeah. This is definitely the kind of situation where I wouldn't really be comfortable hesitating just because there's so many other character tiles, Manzu tiles that are out already. Like you can see 3 of the 4s already that are gone. 3/4 Mon, 1/7 Mon's already gone. So it might be difficult to get one of those few tiles that are left.
Yeah. And the second time around, he does end up taking the 2 of circles, and he does have 2 Dora in his hand.
Yeah, this could be the start of something.
Could be the start of a comeback.
Yeah. Okay, so Bitmap's trying to rush. Oh, and Aluido, if they keep going, they're gonna have to drop that 4-pin. But Bitmap passes up the win. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I wonder why they passed it up.
I wonder if we'll be able to find out later.
Yeah, we might be able to ask. I feel like if we get to see something from hear another player's thoughts on this later, like during the interview, I think that's a moment that we're gonna have to ask about.
For sure.
Because that gives Bogle the start that they might need to run all the way back.
It could be the start of something great for Bogle.
It could be. It definitely could be. And right now, it doesn't really look like anyone else has a hand that can be faster than Bogle. Like Fudgy Waffles is trying to call, but they have a lot of shapes that are not super good in their hand right now.
Yeah, those shapes are definitely not ideal. He does have an edge weight. He's got a middle, like an inside weight. Not ideal at all.
Yeah, so it looks like Vogel is making some really good progress here. They're choosing to slim down. They're hoping to get the overlapping run in the characters, the 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4 of characters. They really want that. So I was going to say Bitmap is one away from Chitoy, but they choose to open up because they want something a little bigger.
I mean, yeah, I don't blame him. He does have to go for a big hand if he wants to take third.
Yeah, I feel like because this is the finals, that they're really hoping to make something big happen in this hand right here. They have to make something happen now.
Sorry, I meant to get into second.
Oh, yeah. But Aluido wants to try and shut things down right now.
That is a scary discard.
Yeah, that is a very scary
discard. Bitmap the ready hand.
Yeah, Bitmap is ready.
Oh no.
Oh, what's gonna happen now?
Yeah. Lights out. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. There's no choice now. I think Bitmap has to take it just to see what's gonna happen.
Is enough to put him into second, actually.
Yeah.
By 200 points.
Yeah, Bitmap's choice, the previous hand, which threatened to put him into third. Fortunately, he was able to pull himself back out. So that's definitely a good thing to see. But Fudgy Waffles defends the lead pretty well here. So now we have Fudgy Waffles as starting dealer, just to see. We'll see some playstyle differences, I think, in this second game. Just because, the main goal now is for Bogle, it's not just about winning now; it's about winning as much as they can.
Yeah, because of their first Hanchon here in the grand finals, they are going to have to get a very, very good win.
Yeah, pretty much. Bogle's ideal situation right now is to get first and to make Fudgy Waffles suffer for the last game. That's the ideal situation. And this hand might be able to do that. Bogle has the Red Dragon pair, which is always a good start.
Dora.
It's also the Dora, yeah. So, starting off with something like that, this is potentially a ticket to a Mangan or better. Yeah, Aluido has a pretty good one tile away hand. If they draw anything in the pretty much anything in the character tiles or the bamboo tiles, they're going to be able to make it to Tenpai with a closed hand that has Tanya as well, which is pretty good.
They did draw the 4 of bamboo, which upgraded them from a 1-3 to a 3-4, so now they are waiting on more tiles to get into Tenpai. Which is very good for him.
Yeah, that shape is definitely a lot better than it was a turn before.
Especially because it also allows for Pinfu.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to get Pinfu. Basically everything gets Tanya. It's just a good place to be.
Meanwhile, Bitmap's hand does have the unfortunate curse of all Mahjong players, which is drawing the Dora honor tile this late into the game and it's very scary to discard it because you
Yeah.
don't want anyone else to triple up on a Dora Dragon, right?
Exactly. So, but Bitmap is courageous. They draw another middle tile and they decide to throw the Dora and see what happens. And Bogle's happy to take it.
Ooh, he does Kun the dragon. It's a very good place for him to be.
I think so, yeah. But it
So
could
he
be a
has
good
a-
place for Aluido, too.
Yeah, because if he does get the Ricci, he would be able to get more chances at the Udadora.
Yeah, more Uradora and the 8 so. Pretty much, if Aluido can get the last 7 so in the wall, they can be ready with Tanyao, Pinfu, and potentially even Sanshoku, the mixed triple sequence, which is always exciting to me.
Mm-hmm.
あ、それ
I know how much you love those mixed triple sequences.
Yes, it's definitely the hand to look for me.
Well, Fudgy Waffles could upgrade to a mixed triple sequence hand as well.
Yes, it's kind of funny actually. But I feel like Fudgy Waffles isn't going to wait around. If the tile comes, they're going to just take it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Fudgy Waffles, with that first win, they just want to win as fast as they can
Yes.
and end this game.
Yeah, they see that Khan of Dora over there. It's looking pretty scary.
それロンで
Okay, and he does manage to defuse the Mangan bomb that Bogo had in his hand.
Yeah, Bogle's got to be feeling pretty bad about that. That was their chance to start off with something big. But Fudgy Waffles just said no. Shut that down. So it looks like right now, Fudgy Waffles' hand is a bit slow. Bitmap's hand is also looking a bit slow.
It is a bit slow, but he does have the possibility of calling the White Dragon, which is very likely to get discarded by Bogo.
That is true. And it looks like
Bogo has decided to keep
Aluido.
it.
Yeah. Aluido hits Tenpai.
Hmm.
I kind of think it would have been cuter to wait on the 7 mon. Even though the wait's really, really bad, I think it would have been okay here.
I mean, the way we have right now is not that great either.
That's true. With all of the 1 pins gone in Fudgy Waffles' call down at the bottom here. Ooh. Closed con after Ricci is something you can do in case you weren't sure about that.
Mm-hmm. So that does upgrade if he does get it, or if he does get the sumo. His hand will be worth a lot more due to the mini points that a close con awards you, and also from the Mordoras and Udadora.
Yeah, there's always a chance for more. Oh, Bogle discards the 4. That's a little unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks
Luckily,
like
it wasn't that big of a hand.
yeah, looks like there was an Uradora miss there. So that's too bad. But it's always just a chance to get more. It's not actually there, like guaranteed. But I feel like this, in the entire last game and in this game, we've kind of just been saying, Bitmap's hand is kind of okay. We don't really know how we feel about it. But this hand could be very good.
Yeah, this hand does have a lot of potential.
チ
The ideal draw would be the 2 of circles.
Yeah. There's a lot of them left to draw, too.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like...
リーチにゃ
Mm.
Okay, we have a Tenpai.
Yeah, but Tempai, we do have the Ricci, and it's if he does get the right side of the weight, ooh,
there's so many tiles left. Oh, Aluido hits Tempai, but they're gonna have to deal in to take it.
wow.
ドラ
Wow. So,
Many bullets avoided, but Fudgy Waffles
Yes.
ends up taking it.
and it's actually very unfortunate for Bitmap that Fudgy Waffles chose that one single weight because he actually Atama Haned that hand,
Oh yeah,
which is a real tragedy.
Oh yeah, that's also true. Both players were waiting on the same tile, and because of the seed order, Fudgy Waffles takes it.
Yeah, that's gotta feel super bad for Bitmap. But as it is now, the points are still definitely close enough that pretty much anybody besides Bogle right now, still has a good shot of taking first. Bogle has to really make something big happen in order to make a comeback happen.
リーチが
Mhm. Bitmap does get a very early Ricci.
It's
It
definitely
is actually very, very valuable.
good. Yeah, 2 Dora in the hand makes it pretty good. I feel like it might have been possible to try and shift to a better weight, but most of the time people would say it's better to just take it the way it is, and I would agree with that.
Okay, so he's most likely going to Ricci. And no.
Ooh, okay.
リーチ
So not only no Ricci, but it was also picking the weight that dealt in. That's definitely unfortunate.
Definitely tragic for Aluido.
So can Bogle make something happen here? We have 8 unique tiles on the ends.
Yeah.
And
I
I think
mean-
based on that discard, we know what we're gonna see.
Are we actually? Oh my, we are seeing. So for those who don't know, there's a special hand called the 13 Orphans. Where if you get one of every terminal in honor and one extra of any of them, you do get 32,000 points.
Yes, this is a hand. This is the hand that we would usually say, do not try this at home. But it looks like they're giving up on it though. They're trying to make something normal.
I mean, yeah, because they just saw the South being pawned, so I think that intimidated them from continuing that dream.
That's true, but there is still one of them left. So I'm kind of curious to see, what could have happened. I can understand. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Oh
So
yeah.
South gets conned, and Dream is dead. And Fudgy Waffles hits Tempai.
But this hand, yeah, Fudgy Waffles isn't Tempai, and Bogle's hand is not fast enough to be able to compete. I think.
So far, no.
それロンで
Yeah. That switch to try and get different tiles just went straight into Fudgy Waffles' hand and shut down Bogle's dream of trying to turn that into like a toy or something like that, like an all triples. So it's a pretty close game right now in this. So it's South 1, and Fudgy Waffles has a small lead, but I feel like they're less concerned with keeping the lead as they are with just trying to not make any big mistakes at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. He does have the advantage, and he does have the advantage. I mean, has the advantage from the previous match, and also right now he does have first place. And as long as he doesn't make any crucial mistakes, they could be looking at to be in a very good spot going into South 3.
Yeah. So, but I think the biggest concern as far as the table right now is Bitmap's hand with 2 Dora in it and no other Dora in anyone else's hands.
Mm-hmm.
That means Bitmap's hand could come together very quickly, either by getting the third Dora or by completing somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. And he doesn't have, like, terrible shapes.
Yeah, things are definitely not bad there either. But Bogle is going for hopes and dreams right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I like to see.
That we do love to see it. He does have a lot of honor tiles, and if he collects them all,
we could see something happen. Fudgy Waffles calls for Tenpai, but no Yaku.
mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I mean, I guess he's hoping to upgrade or turn one of the two or three of characters into a pair.
Yeah, it's a little awkward here, though.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. It definitely slows down Fudgy Waffle's hand a lot. Just because now they have to draw two different tiles in order to actually win, instead of just drawing one and then being able to Ricci or something after and win off of someone else. But Bogle drops the 6 so, and Fudgy Waffles cheese for Furiten Tenpai, where if they draw the 4 Mon, they will have Tanyao and they can win.
Mm-hmm.
But Bogle draws the south.
Bogle does draw the south. But yeah, it is quite tragic for Fudgy Waffles because even if someone drops the tile he cannot call run off of it.
Yeah, it's a very bad
thing
spot.
here.
Let's see, like right here. Aluido keeps the 4, but they can't really do anything with it right now. So I guess the question here is...
yes, he's going to switch all the way away from the Furiten.
Okay. Yeah, I think if the switch was going to happen, it probably should have happened earlier when he drew the 3-pin. That's what I think. But
he does get the option to Cheetahs. And he does.
Yeah.
And chooses to be waiting on the 6.
He picks another Furiten. That's tragic. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Bogle is looking kind of intimidating over there.
Yeah, if I saw that, I would be extremely tense.
Yes, this is definitely scary. But Bitmap hits Tenpai.
Waiting on that single 8.
So, and the 8 Bogle draws the 8 so.
Oh my.
And it doesn't even look like that bad a tile to discard.
Yeah, and that's going to be a very big hand for Bitmap against Bogle.
Yeah. That is not what you want to see. You don't want to see someone with 3 Dora in their hands.
Mm-hmm. Especially since Bogle just had last match happen.
Yeah. I feel like that pretty much is curtains for Bogle right now.
Mm-hmm. Barring something crazy, which we have seen before in some matches. Sometimes people do pull crazy comebacks, but
yeah,
it is very unlikely for Bogle.
Crazy things can happen, but yeah, it's gonna be tough. So it looks like Fudgy Waffles is closed pure straight Tenpai on the 3-pin, which is looking not too bad for them. There's only one left to draw, but it might come out of it.
Yeah, it's very likely to come out of someone's hand.
Yeah. I don't know about Bogle. They're trying to force the single suit hand. But out of Bitmap's hand, definitely, and they want to win enough of Bitmap anyway. So this is actually kind of an interesting thing that I noticed from the last game, but just coincidentally, Aluido got like a few different bamboo flush hands. It almost was kind of like that, just the thing they were doing all the time.
Yeah.
And we're seeing it here again.
Aluido does have that theme going on for his
There's
hand.
certainly, yeah. And so many people are discarding bamboo. It's possible that, yeah, Aluido gets to switch up into a good Tenpai for a full flush hand.
The full flush hand, yeah, we see it. It is worth 8,000 points, and it's definitely something you have to watch out for.
Yeah, you have to respect the possibility as soon as you suspect it in any way, shape, or form. So that gives, I think that gives the opportunity to Aluido to try and win the tournament with this dealership. If they can take first and, you know, take some points from Fudgy Waffles, then that gap, I think, might be bridged enough that they could win the tournament.
Bitmap does have a lot of honors, and it keeps drawing them.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. That hand looks like it's completely frozen. And Fudgy Waffles draws the pair of red dragons too. So now Bitmap and Fudgy Waffles each have a pair of red dragons, which means that neither of them is going to do anything else besides use it as their pair. Even though they don't know it yet.
Yeah. Does think the early Ricci. It is turn 5, so it's like borderline between being early and you know, being on second row, which would not be that fast, and it's not that great of a wait. But Aluido does want to, you know, possibly just get the sumo. He did get third with like pretty much the 0 points last Hanchan, and he would need to win a very sizable win to actually get there.
Yes, yeah. So right now, Vogel's doing whatever they can to fight back. They're waiting only for the Dora, which is difficult. But you know, if Aluido draws it, they can't do anything. They have to discard it.
Of course, Vogel could also get it.
Yeah, Vogel could just draw it. Yeah, right now there's 2 of each player's winning tiles left in the wall, so it's a true 50-50. And you know, there's only one winner in a Ricci shootout. After all,
there's only one winner in a Ricci shootout.
By the way, for those of you who don't know, Sega Mahjong is pretty cool. If you haven't tried it yet, give it a try.
Yeah, the commentators are great.
The commentators are excellent.
Oh, looks like Aluido winning on the Tree of Bamboo.
It's an excellent self-draw. And because of the 9-pin, they get some extra points for getting the sumo on that particular tile, which always helps. So now we have to see whether Bitmap or Fudgy Waffles can stop Aluido on this dealer turn.
Aluido is in his prime position because he does need to win a very good first place to rival Fudgy Waffles' previous Hanchan score of plus 46.
Yeah.
Plus 42, my apologies.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot there to see, but this is the position to do it. You know, a lot of this now is going to depend on not only whether Aluido wins, but whether Fudgy Waffles loses. Because if Fudgy Waffles gets third place here, that is going to be significant.
For sure. Bitmap's hand is looking quite nice, actually. He does have a lot of pairs. He does have a lot of potential.
Yeah. The only issue is that if you look at Bitmap's hand and then you look at Bogle's hand, it's kind of awkward.
That is true.
It's kind of awkward.
But he can still reach E.
Yes, he can
using
still reach
the
E.
top as the pair.
Yeah. We haven't seen any other white dragons yet. White Dragon Dora is the tile that would definitely change the position, like the way this hand would go a lot. If Bitmap can draw another white dragon, that's going to be the tile that he wants to draw.
Bitmap in the previous game, he did get plus 34, so he doesn't need to do anything flashy here or do a major comeback, but he does need to hope. He wants to still secure the first place.
Yeah. Bitmap needs first. Theoretically. He either needs to get first or Fudgy Waffles needs to deal into something really, really big right now.
Yeah.
Either or. So I see an interesting possibility over in Bitmap's hand right now. The most awkward Sanshoku we've ever seen.
It is. It could definitely. And yeah. Yes, indeed. It is a very awkward Sanshoku, but it is a Sanshoku nonetheless. A mixed triple sequence of 7, 8, 9.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Bogle gets caught by the pressure, and they deal straight into it. That's the hand Bitmap needed.
Yeah, that is definitely the hand Bitmap needed. And,
I wasn't sure whether Bogle was going to discard that or not, but they felt the pressure, so they cut the tile that looked a little bit safer, and it just happened to not work out.
So yeah, at this point, if you're Bogle, it's very hard to stay motivated.
Yeah, you're trying to play for your pride. That's what you just got to try and keep going. Sometimes it happens like that. But Fudgy Waffles is trying to win their way up into second place. They might be able to here.
Yeah, Green Dragon with 2 Dora would do it.
Yeah. If they get desperate, even Aluido dealing into just the Green Dragon would be enough.
That is true.
And yeah, Fudgy Waffles drops the Dora. They don't want to wait around for it. I think they're going to try and aim for a direct hit. But Bitmap's looking pretty good right now, so far. As long as Bitmap can keep the lead, they will be able to win this tournament.
Yeah, they do have a very good lead, and especially with that triplet of self being called.
Yeah.
All they have to do is win this hand.
Yeah. This is actually a bit awkward because Fudgy Waffles is able to win on the 5-mon, but they can't win it from Bitmap because there's not enough points. They have to wait for Aluido to draw the 5 and discard it, but they're not going to discard the 5 because they can use it.
Mm-hmm.
リーチにゃ
Ooh, and he does draw into the Ricci.
Maybe I spoke too soon. Because I mean, now Aluido is going to discard it if they draw it.
Ooh, but Bogo discards it instead.
Wow.
And actually, with the Ricci stick.
Wow. That Ricci stick changed everything. If Aluido had not done that, that wouldn't have worked at all.
That wouldn't have worked.
So I think based on the way the scores are now, Bitmap's lead is not as big as Fudgy Waffles' lead. So I think that means that, I mean, we have to check and see exactly what the scores say, but I think it means Fudgy Waffles is going to be the winner here.
So yeah, we definitely did see a lot of really strong play from all players. It was sad that Bogo could not quite make the comeback.
Yeah, I mean it was tough after the first game for Bogle. You know, it was do or die, and you know sometimes the tiles just don't work out that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely it's tough to do that, but it's also good to keep going and do the best you can.
In the end, we do see here Fudgy Waffles at 42.
So we have the final standings here. Fudgy Waffles with plus 42, Bitmap with plus 34, and then we have Aluido, who remained basically flat, and Bogle, who unfortunately for this tournament was not able to make something happen. Yeah. Sometimes that happens. You know, the finals, you make it to the finals, you play great games up until the finals, and then you just get hit by the Mahjong wall just not being nice to you. Sometimes that's how it is. Yeah. Two is not anything can happen in 2 games. Sometimes, you know, sometimes things are great, sometimes things aren't. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. First of all, congratulations on being able to win this tournament. I saw a lot of really good players do a lot of cool stuff, and you were the coolest today.
Yeah. How are you feeling about this win and your play during the tournament?
Looks like we're having some troubles. We can't actually hear what Fudgy Waffles is saying, unfortunately. Can we get a mic check really fast?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on right now, but for some reason, you know, we have all the video and stuff is all set up and good, but we don't actually have any
Can they hear me?
audio.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we can hear you, Fudgy Waffles.
All right, now, cool.
We got to see, some very good play from all 4 players, but you came out on top. What do you think of your play on the finals? Like, what do you think made you stand out?
I think putting myself into Furryton like 3 times was probably the highlight of that game.
That was definitely a highlight. Could you tell us what happened there?
Sometimes you don't like have to like have a plan. No, it was mind games. I remember now. It was mind games. They were scared because I kept calling
The mind
tiles.
games.
They thought my hand was like almost finished.
I see.
That was all according to. I had the lead already. That was definitely what I was thinking at the time, and not a bad excuse for bad play.
I see. So you heard it here first, folks. If you want to win a tournament, make sure that your mind games are on point. Those are very important.
That's always true. Mindset's very important.
Oh, this was a ride. I had to beat AI developed by the Mahjong Soul team to be the best Mahjong player possible, right? That's what the normal AI is, right? I had to beat them in the semifinals. Like that, I'm like the people's champion, right? I'm representing humanity against the robot overlords. AI is going to overtake every sport in the future. We all know it. But here I'm proud. That's what I'm most proud of this tournament is beating the AI.
Well, yeah, it's definitely a scary moment to be playing against a ruthless machine.
Always
no
true.
feelings. I can't mind game an AI. Yeah, I like to give some shout outs. Oliver for getting out in the first round. Point Blanket for carrying my commentary in quarters. Pikami for existing so that I knew about Kurocon. Shizu, heavy shouts to Shizu for running this event. And then if you want to find me, twitch.tv/fudgywaffles. Next week I'm going to be hosting an anime Jeopardy. So if you like anime, maybe check it out. I don't know. Thanks for having me.
All right. That's great. We'll be sure to check you out. So I guess that would be it for the Kurocon finals. A quick shout out would be to Extra Lions Open, a tournament I'm organizing for charity. And we have been sponsored by Yostar, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, if you saw exciting things in this tournament, this tournament coming up near the end of October is going to be a good chance for you to try and get your feet wet yourself and try things out. So it's definitely a good opportunity. If you're curious about it, we can put some links out just so that you can see what's going on and check out more tournaments like this.
Yeah. And I guess those links will be in the Twitch chat or in the Kurocon Discord.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it will be in the Discord later, so do check that out if you would like to participate in a Mahjong tournament in October, at the end of October.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting. Mahjong's always a fun game to see and to play.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I guess that's it. And thank you guys so much for watching the finals, and I guess we'll see more of Kurocon now.
Thank you for being here. We'll sign off now.